Good.
Hey friends, this is Wayne over at the Ram Man. I wanted to do a helpful video on this Dana 80 install. We have a client that's having a little bit of trouble, and we've sold like 267 of these in the last 5 years alone, and nobody's really had any trouble. So what we have right here is we have a Dana 80 out of our 95 Dodge. This is out of a 95 Dodge. You can tell the Dana 80 because it's got these great big old 4-inch tubes and they neck down right there. Now, when you install our disc brake kit, which is really cool, you don't have to take the hubs off and all that old bullshit. A lot of you people don't know that. It's really simple. All you have to do is get rid of the drum brake stuff. And so, here's our unit right here. Now, I'll tell you something. One of the biggest differences between a single wheel and a dually wheel is that all of the single wheels, the distance from the backing plate flange to the front of the hub is about 5 inches. On a single wheel, the distance from the backing plate to the front of the hub is about 5 inches. On a dually, it's a little bit longer. If you look over there at that, that's an 80 single wheel off of a Ford. This is a Dana 80. This is a single wheel off of a Ford. And if you'll notice, the distance from the is about 5 inches. Doesn't matter whether you're talking about a Dodge, it doesn't matter what you're talking about. So anyway, so we removed our drum brake stuff, and here's our plate. We bolted up our plate. The heads go right here because the welding, they slip right in, and here is it, the plate bolted up. Now, if you notice on this dually, the dimensions from the backing plate to the front of the hub is 7.5 inches. It's a very simple measurement. You don't have to subtract anything. You're measuring the complete distance. It's 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches. There you go. And when you bolt up these spacers, the distance from the backing plate to the plate is just a little over 1.5 inches. It's about 1 5/8 inches. So, we've had people that try to put the caliper on and set this on as an assembly. No. So you bolt on your plate and you make sure that it's all sturdy and all set. So you got to bolt on the plate first. Real simple. It's just 3 fasteners. Then you need to put on your rotor. A lot of people forget this, and that's why they have so much trouble, because they're trying to hold the rotor. You need to go ahead and put your rotor on and put you on a couple of nuts to hold this big ass rotor, because he doesn't want to sit straight. You need to make sure that the rotor sits all the way down. You have to be really careful, because I want to remind you guys of something. Dodges and Fords have slightly different registers. Fords have a slightly bigger register than the Dodges. So, this rotor, as it comes out of the box, won't slide on a Ford. It has to be opened up just a little bit. So now our rotor's seated. It's seated all down. We can see because it's all the way, and we've got our wheel register right here all the way over. So now what have we got? From our plate to the outside of the rotor is 6 centimeters. There it is. That's your distance. See right there? Or you can say 1, 2, 3/8. 2 3/8. There's your distance. That's your critical distance. 2 3/8, or 6 centimeters. You need to make sure that the bushings are all the way down on the caliper. They slide in and out. You need to make sure that they're flush, because the caliper sits like this. The caliper needs to sit up against the plate. The caliper needs to sit up against the plate. I get these guys that they haven't pushed the bushings back. And so now when they stick it up there, there's not enough room for the outboard pad. So that's why you need the bushings pushed all the way out. We answer a few phone calls. The caliper touches the plate. The caliper touches the plate. Voila. It's mounted. It's already mounted. That's it. I haven't stuck in the other pin. That's how simple it is. And of course, you've got plenty of room for the inboard pad right there. Where did my inboard pad go? There you go. And this caliper floats on these pins. It can float this way and that way. So, there you go. That's all there is to it. God bless you, God bless America, and happy trucking.